All right, let's talk about ScaleStackAI. We're going to dive into a massive challenge that, honestly, every online business faces, right? How do you take this absolute ocean of data you're collecting and actually turn it into real hard profit? So let's break down how they're tackling this.
ScaleStack AI kicks things off with a question that I think is on pretty much every business owner's mind these days. I mean, with all the buzz, all the hype around AI, is your business actually ready to get something out of it? And here's why that question is so important. For so many D2C brands, this is the daily grind. You've got your Shopify data over here, your Meta ad performance over there, and then all your social media engagement. It's a ton of information. And let's be real, it goes from a lot to total chaos really, really fast. So, what happens when you're dealing with all that chaos? Well, it leads to one of the biggest killers in business: guesswork. You think you're being data-driven because you're staring at dashboards packed with numbers. But if you're looking at the wrong numbers, you're basically flying blind. And this is where we run into a huge trap, something called vanity metrics.
Okay, so what in the world are vanity metrics? Simple. They're the numbers that make you feel good. They stroke your ego, right? We're talking thousands of likes, a follower count that's always ticking up. They look awesome in a report you show your team. But here's the kicker. They often have zero, and I mean zero, real connection to how healthy your business actually is or how much money you're making.
And this right here, this is the mental shift that is so, so critical. Forget likes. What you really need to be focused on is your customer acquisition cost. How much does it cost you to get a new customer? And who cares about followers if you're not looking at your net profit? I mean, look at the two columns. The stuff on the right, that's what actually hits your bank account. The stuff on the left, well, not so much. The whole goal is to drag your attention away from the numbers that feel good and lock it onto the numbers that make you money.
And listen, you've got to understand this is not just some academic exercise. This is a real-world problem. When you make decisions based on these vanity metrics, you are literally just pouring money into a leaky bucket. You're funding ad campaigns, you're building out strategies that feel like they're working, but they aren't actually driving sales. And that, my friends, is how you grind your growth to a screeching halt.
Okay, so if data chaos and guesswork are the big bad villains here, what's the solution? Well, ScaleStack AI's whole approach is built around creating one thing, a single source of truth for your entire business.
You know those insane, complicated spreadsheets, right? The ones with a million tabs where you just get completely lost? Yeah, we've all been there. The idea here is to just throw that whole concept out the window. Instead of some static file that you have to spend hours trying to figure out, the goal is to build a living, breathing dashboard that updates itself in real time. It shows you exactly what's happening in your business, like right now.
So how does it actually work? They break it down into 3 simple steps. Step 1, it automatically hooks into all your data sources. Step 2, it takes all that data and visualizes the really important stuff on one dashboard. And step 3, and this is the absolute game changer, it finally draws a straight line from your marketing spend directly to your net profit. This is how you stop guessing what works and start knowing what works.
But how does all this magic happen? What's the engine driving this single source of truth? Well, no surprise here, it's AI. So let's peel back the curtain a little and see how this tech is actually being used to make businesses more profitable. Really, at its core, AI is just built to handle the sheer scale of all this data. I mean, think about it. Instead of you just looking at last month's sales report, the AI can sift through everything to predict which types of customers are most likely to buy again. It can tell you which ad creative is bringing in the most profitable customers, not just the ones that get the most clicks. It's all about using that incredible processing power to spot opportunities to make more money and stop wasting it. So, what's the big why behind all this tech? What's the mission? Well, it's laser-focused on one group, empowering those direct-to-consumer or D2C brands.
And their mission statement really says it all, doesn't it? The goal isn't just to throw more data at you. It's to take those confusing spreadsheets and turn them into clear, actionable signals. Signals that help a business owner make smarter, more profitable decisions. It's all about taking something super complex and making it simple and, most importantly, useful. And it's also worth noting the kind of team they've put together to do this. You've got leaders from marketing, tech, and finance all at the same table. And the idea behind that is pretty clear, right? They want to build a tool that gets the entire business, not just one little slice of it. It's specifically designed to connect all the dots between what you spend on ads, the tech you use, and that all-important bottom line. All right, so we've covered a lot. If you're going to remember just one thing from all of this, what should it be? What's the key takeaway?
It all boils down to this one crucial shift. It's about moving away from the chaos, the mess of disconnected data, and all those misleading metrics, and moving toward clarity, the kind of clarity you get when you know exactly which of your actions are actually driving profit. You're basically trading in all that uncertainty for pure confidence. And that really leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about for our own businesses. What if you could just get rid of guesswork completely? I mean, really think about it. If you knew for a fact that every single decision you made was backed by clear, profit-focused data, what could your business really achieve?